Hey guys, today we're going to go over our similar figures and proportions in order to prepare for our test tomorrow. So if you will, draw these triangles. I want you to press pause. I want you to try them on your own before you watch me do them. So on these, the 12 corresponds with the 3, so that will be 12 to 3. You could have also started with the 20 first and did 20 to x, or you could have started with the smaller figure first. As long as 12 is across from x and 20 is across from 3, then you set it up correctly. So 12 times x is 12x, 20 times 3 is 60. Remember, your two steps are to cross multiply and divide. So once we cross multiplied, now this is a one-step equation, we divide by 12 on each side, and x will equal 5. So on that first one, you should have gotten 5. Again, the corresponding sides is what's important here, because you know how to do the cross multiplying and dividing, but it's the 12 to 3 and the 20 to x. Make sure that those are on the same proportion there. All right, the next one we're going to do is two triangles that are turned around. So I want you to pause it and want you to try these and see if you can set it up correctly and work it out. All right, so if you look, the angle right here corresponds with this angle right here, which means that I would have to flip this around to get to the same place. So that means that x is actually going to correspond to 16. And you notice the 22 is on a slant, but so is the 11. So I'm going to do 16 to x, because those are the ones that correspond, is equal to 22 to 11. Okay, so when you cross multiply this, again, you can set it up a different way, and it's not wrong, but make sure that the 22 is across from x, and that the 11 is across from 16. So we need to do 11 times 16, which is 176. When you do that, you'll divide by 22 on each side, and 176 divided by 22 will give you 8. So your missing side on this one is 8. All right, the next two are going to be word problems, just to set up a proportion and work them out. So Ian can eat 10 green eggs and with 30 pounds of green ham. How many eggs would he eat with 12 pounds of green ham? So this isn't a shape, it's not a triangle or a rectangle or anything like that, but it can be a proportion. So it's 10 green eggs for 30 pounds of green ham. How many eggs for 12 pounds? So if we put 10 green eggs with 30 pounds of ham, then it wants to know how many eggs for 12 pounds of ham. That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, so when you do this, you'll cross multiply, but I want you to notice before we do that, if x is on the top here, eggs needs to be on the top here. If ham is on the bottom here, ham needs to be on the bottom here. So I hope that you did that before I started doing it. But if not, then I want you to pause it and go ahead and work this out. So that'll be 30x equals 120. You'll divide by 30 on each side. The zeros will cancel out, and that's just 12 divided by 3, which is 4. So x will equal 4. Again, the setting it up is the part we need to make sure we understand. The 10 green eggs over the 30 pounds of ham is equal to X amount of green eggs over 12 pounds of green ham. Ham is on the bottom, eggs is on the top. Okay, last one we're going to do is, it says a triangle has a base of 6 centimeters and a height of 12 centimeters. So base is what you sit on, and the height goes up. So in that case, you can make it look however you want to, but I'm going to make it look like that. If the base of a similar triangle is 24, what is the height? So we can draw these triangles and then use this to help us figure out what our missing side is. So I want you to pause the video and work this out. So we actually work this one out. 12 will correspond to x, just like 16 corresponds to 24. Now 12 and x are corresponding because they're in the same place, Even though they're on different triangles, they're the same shape of triangles, and 16 is in the same place as 24. So we're going to cross multiply these. 16 times x is 16x, and 12 times 24, go ahead and multiply that out if you haven't, it's 288. When we have this one-step equation, we have to divide by 16 to cancel. You do that to the other side, and x will equal 18. So your missing side is 18. If you're still struggling with these, I encourage you to go back and watch this video again, or even go to Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday's homework to practice different parts that you may struggle with. If you want to go to iExcel from Wednesday nights or Monday night's homework and try to get a 100 SMART score, that would also be really helpful to make sure that you are going to do your very best on your test. So good luck.